Hey y'all, what's going on? It's been a long time. I haven't seen you guys. It's your DoorDash guy. I actually, for some reason, I wanted to, keep on. Actually, I wanted to start dashing again to see if things had changed. I took a good amount of time off, and I said I wasn't going to get back into it. And I'm really not going to say like I'm into it, but I am going to say that I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and see if changes have been made, because there's no way you can operate a business on, pure like lies and the treatment that they were providing before. So I kind of jumped back in for the last 2 weeks. I've been dashing, and I actually have some information for you. They haven't changed a fucking bit. Pardon my language. They are actually even worse. That's what they are. So I get to make more fun videos of how effed up they are. And that's the problem is like, so many people, and I go online and seeing all these new dashers and stuff, and it's like a new generation of people making YouTube videos about how cool DoorDash is. Well, listen, eventually you won't see it that way. I'm just the one that kind of tries to open your eyes before you actually get too much involved or you get too angry. Don't say I didn't warn you, Majority of the people that I come in contact with, if they don't like me at the beginning usually, and then later on down the road they come back and they'll come around and be like, well, you were actually right. I don't work for DoorDash anymore. I'm like, okay, well, you're just another one of those, but that's okay. I don't expect everybody to agree with me, and I don't expect everybody to, everybody's on their own page, but I'm just actually going to be one of the first, probably ones that are going to be true about how they really are to their dashers. Their whole platform is based on greed, and they could care less about any of you guys, period. That's why the turnover rate is what they actually look for. They look for the new dashers, because the ones that have tried to build a business out of it, or try to do big things with it, they end up homeless. So they end up in a shitty situation. So I'm not doing it full time this time. I'm just kind of doing it to kind of test the waters. But sorry, I have to get over here, I believe. I'm actually on a drive delivery order right now, believe it or not. Yeah, so I'm still qualified for those, even with all my wonderful videos. I think I gotta get off here. Oh wait, nope. Now, okay, sorry, I'm trying to find my directions here. Let's see. I'm going to pick up an order in Redmond, so I'm passing through Bellevue right now. But so I wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about a drive order that I had done the other day. And it was very, 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 I don't even know the right word. I'm not gonna say disappointing, because I've been disappointed enough, so I kind of get that. But what it really was more just a lack of disrespect, to the point to where I just kind of let it go, and I did the whole email thing. But anyway, let me back up and tell you a little bit about it. So these drive orders, if you don't know what a drive order is, it's something that you have to be a qualified, great dasher for it in order to get them. Wow, surprising that they think that of me. And you have to have like 200 regular deliveries, and you have to have over a certain percentage within the restaurants, because the restaurants rate you that you never even get to know about. Blah blah blah. There's a lot of little factors that factor in. And so, why does it tell me to turn around? Did I miss a turn? Kind of. My bad. So let's just focus on the road a little bit more and focus where I'm going, because then I will make it to my destination. So if you're familiar with drive orders, then you get an extra $3 incentive if you get there within 20 minutes beforehand. These glasses are freaking too dark. I can't see anything. And so you get an extra $3, and that $3 goes on top of whatever the guaranteed pay was that they offered at the beginning. which is generally a piece of shit, but sometimes it's worth it if you, you know, if it's like a quick half an hour make, you know, 30 bucks, hey, I'm down with that. That's cool. But the problem is with this is that's not how it worked out this last time. This last time around, I went to put all this time into driving to the location, which let alone that was in middle of, yeah, there, like probably 20 miles away from where I was at, or I live. And so I'm on my way to the drive order, and everything's cool, I think, and everything's, you know, I'm about 5 minutes early according to my time. And then all of a sudden I get a random text message from a random number. Hi, this is Alicia from DoorDash Drive Support. Sorry to blow your name out there, Alicia, but you are a piece of work. And I mean that with the most like respect. You see that in my face? Yeah. Anyways, so you this is what happens when you disrespect me. I'm gonna blow you up. That's what you got to do. Anyways, so let me put you on pause because I got to make sure that I get to my location, and I'm a little bit all over the place right now. So hold on. So you know what? Back to what I was talking about, but first we're gonna stop in at my favorite. Can you guess what kind of ice cream my favorite is? Baskin Robbins. That's right. 31 flavors it is. I am going to pull up here and I'm gonna go order myself something. I'm gonna go to the park. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna tell you the rest about how shitty and how crazy this drive order ended up. So stay tuned because I'm coming right back after I get my rainbow sherbet. I couldn't make up my mind. I wanted rainbow sherbet, and then I wanted like Jamocha almond fudge. So then I was like, I can't get that in the same cup. That'd be just weird to eat. You know what I'm saying? So then I got myself 2 cups, 1 scoop each. You know, but so I'm in heaven right now. So just don't mind me. Oops, I gotta take a right here. I'm not doing this good at videoing and driving thing. It's gonna be dangerous for me. Anyways, so I'm not in any orders right now. I want to continue talking about that drive order that, you know, wait till you hear what happens. So, that beeping is because I don't have my seatbelt on. Gonna do that. So where I left off was, so I'm on my way to this drive order, and it's, you know, everything's good, and then I get this random text message right before I get there, okay? Like right as I'm pulling in the parking lot, and it's from this random number, like I said, and it says, "Hi, this is Alicia. I already told you, from the DoorDash Support Drive, blah blah." And then she goes, "Can you refresh your app?" Refresh my app? Why would? When do you ever get messages like that? Will you refresh your app? Like, at least give me a reason why you want me to refresh my app. Is what I was thinking. So I'm like, it's like I go into the I open DoorDash again, the application, and well, I don't know what she meant by that, but I mean it was already refreshed, because when you open it, it kind of refreshes on its own, you know. So here I'm like, now I'm like late to the restaurant all of a sudden, and now I'm like 5 minutes early, and then all of a sudden I'm like now 5 minutes late. And after she's telling me to refresh my app. And the reason why is because she doesn't want to pay me $3 freaking measly. So, well, that's the only thing I could come up with. I mean, why else would you tell me to refresh my app? When do you get messages like that? Maybe if there's an app update or something, but you get left like an open-ended, no answer, no response. So I'm like, okay, why? And I'll show you guys the thread that between her and I after this. I mean, this thread was like a few, it's a good maybe 6 or 7 messages back and forth. Well, basically me at her, because what she did is she basically ignored me. She goes, she sends me the first message. I'm like, why? Why did you tell me to refresh my app? You have not given me an excuse. What did you do to my application? What did you do to my order? And she goes, have a good day. that's the response that I got from her, is have a good day. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, first of all, you're gonna get fucking canned for that, because that was the most like rudest, disrespectful, like, response. Like, I'm sorry, I think that you could have came back with a little something, with maybe a little bit more nice to add to the good day part, because the good day just totally made it sound like you were just being some sarcastic little which as you're probably like smiling while you're sending me the have a good day, haha, I win. Well, no, eventually you won't. So I get into this battle at this point. We're like I'm like battling with what she said. I just couldn't believe that she had talked to me like that. So I end up picking up that order that I'm late to now. And I bring it to the customer, everybody's happy. Well, no, the customer wasn't happy because he didn't get his guacamole and he didn't get his sour cream. Well, you know, me being the nice person that I am to the customer, I'm thinking, you know, I'll go back to the restaurant and I'll get that for you. You know, I want to make you happy, even though DoorDash doesn't fucking give a shit about us. So I told the guy I would go get it and come back. And in the meantime, so I get back in the car, and here we are again, text battling each other, like back and forth. I'm like, I asked her just a couple. I was like, I don't understand. You're not giving me an answer. You need to tell me why you told me to do that, and why this order's all messed up now, and I need an answer now. And she goes, well, I'll read it to you. But she said, and just to let you know, this call is being all monitored and is going to be reported to the proper department. And I'm like, I've done nothing wrong, and you have been completely rude to me, and I just wanted answers, and you're gonna go that route with me? I said, okay, well, guess what? I'm also recording these also, and you're lucky if you're gonna have a job tomorrow. And so guess what happens now? So I'm back at Chipotle, and then all of a sudden, that order, my whole drive order, I get the message, that text message that everybody doesn't want. Your order has been unassigned and assigned to another dasher. And I'm like, what? How can you do that? My delivery was already done. And I heard no response back after that, other than, okay, have a good day. That's what she said to me again. Like, she deleted my drive order. She took it off of my, so that way I wouldn't get payment. I wouldn't show any record of it. I couldn't, you know, there was no proof of me even ever having this, because she gave it to somebody else. So I'm back at Chipotle at this time. I'm getting worked up. God damn it. Good thing I got ice cream while I'm talking about this, because otherwise it probably wouldn't be as good. Anyways, so straight up, this is record, okay, yeah. So I'm basically just like, okay, this is a really fucked up situation. I had to take a couple deep breaths, and I was you know, thinking about what can I do? And guess what? There isn't anything you can do, because the only thing you can do is talk to robots or by emails, and then the emails that come back to you don't even, they're not even regarding the same thing you were even talking about to begin with. So it's a long, drawn out process. So I was like, kiss that money goodbye for a little while, I guess. I'm gonna have to wait a few months before I even get paid that money that I drove 30 miles to take care of and was trying to do it and deliver to the customer. And I mean, that is some low shit. And if you have people working for you like that, that just shows what kind of nasty company you are. And also, if she can just take that order away from me like that, just think of all the shit that they can do to you, that they probably do to you, and you don't even know it or don't even catch it. And they probably put that money in their pocket, and then after they put that money in their pocket, they throw it into their little investment jar and say, that's why I am worth $7.1 billion, and I just pulled the head of Grubhub. So you're jacking our money. That was the best bite, I think, so far. Anyway, so yeah, that whole situation, I had to let go for a little while, because you know, if you get worked up and if you keep going through this text stuff, it's just, you don't get anywhere. And this girl, Alicia, she needs to be, like, seriously put, she needs to get a whooping, you know what I'm saying? Like, by somebody. And that person ain't gonna be me, because I don't know where she's at, but long story short, well, that kind of was a long story. I don't think I can make it short after that. But that, you know, that's the scandalous shit that DoorDash does. They don't care about you. They don't care about how hard you've worked. They don't care about what extra efforts you go over or what you go around or go over and beyond. They don't care. They don't care. So the number one thing is to stand up for yourself in this business. Don't let them walk all over you. You can't. And you need to be firm with these people. You can't just assume that they're going to follow through with what they say they're going to. You make sure that in every email that they send you, you get confirmation numbers or reference numbers. You write those numbers down, you hold on to them, so that way you can go back and reference them, because they will never look at them unless you remind them to. And that's what I did. So I got on, I emailed, did the whole, process, because I've done this before plenty of times. Yeah, so I think that one was just as good as the last one. You guys are missing out. So anyways, yeah, so that's basically what I did. Is I emailed support right away, and I waited. A day passes, 2 days passes, no response. Not surprised. Remember, I get it. I completely understand. I know how you guys work. So 4 days passes, and then five-day mark, I'm like, I'll go in and check my email. Oh my gosh, I got an email back. The email says, this is pertaining to something, this order that, I brought to their attention about, and we're going to look into this further, and I need you to provide more information for me, so that way. I'm like, oh, listen, bitch, I just provided the whole transcript between me and that Alicia bitch. Sorry. I'm not sorry, I mean. And you're going to tell me that I need to send you more information about the deal. I need screenshots. Well, guess what? I don't have screenshots because your bitch deleted my order. How do I know? How am I supposed to have screenshots when I don't ever have a order that's ever that doesn't show under my name? So you're not going to be able to pull it up. You're not going to be able to find it either. This is how good Alicia was, and she thought that she could, and she probably gets away with this all the time. And then the Dasher just is out the money. So I completely understand your concern, she says. Surprise, surprise. Heard that enough times. Whew. I had to stop the car for a minute. Yeah, I completely understand your concern, and we're going to make sure that we escalate this to the proper department. How many times did you guys hear that before? Well, that proper department, I don't think exists. I don't think there is a proper department for it. The proper department is in the spam garbage area, and then they just forget about it until you bring it to their attention. So that's what we're gonna start calling it now. We're gonna report this to the spam department, and and then yeah, and they'll take care of it there. Oh my goodness. So anyway, so after and they actually sent me an email after that saying, okay, well, if you need to get in touch, here's a phone. They gave me a phone number. They gave me a phone number to call if I needed to get any help. And I was like, wow, that's something that's changed. You mean I can get a hold of you as a Dasher? I'm able to call a number and you guys will look up my concern. I don't have to be on a live dash to talk to anybody. Lively, like hello on the telephone? You guys have stepped it up. You guys have absolutely stepped it up. So I called that number. I said, I'm done with this email shit. And I called the number, and I was literally, it was about a 3-hour conversation on the phone that, and keep in mind, these people, the people that are answering the phone, they don't have any experience about what the heck's going on. They just see, they don't even know what's going on. They just kind of read the little, emails and kind of pick things out and say, oh, well, is this concerning a non-payment for an incentive bonus? Or like, some shit like that. And I'm like, no, did you read the email? Because it will tell you what this is regarding. And then they go, okay, well, give me just a second, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I need to put you on a brief hold, and I'll be right back. Oh God, this all sounds too familiar. And then they go on, and then they go on this thing, and then you have to listen to that nasty ass music song thing for like 20 hours, and then you sit there at that point. I'm like, okay, well, this is probably gonna be the last time I'm gonna talk to somebody, and I'm gonna have to redo this because this person's gonna hang up on me, because it happens all the time. And then all of a sudden I hear her voice. I'm like, oh, you didn't hang up on me? I'm like, for real? I think that you should, yeah, you should get a raise. Like, you know, you actually are still, I mean, what are you doing on the other line? 20 minutes and you haven't forgot about me? Wow, okay, so. Okay, so anyways, that being said, and I got my rainbow sherbet too. I had to get 2 different kinds. I was planning on sitting at the park and eating this, but I was kind of driving forever and I forgot. Yeah, it's not as good after the other one, but okay. What was I just saying? Okay, let's not waste gas. Turn off the car. Now, so, oh yeah, so this girl, she comes back on the phone, and I thanked her. I was like, thank you so much for not hanging up with me. I was like, seriously, I felt like I was like, I don't know, like I was just really being nice to a customer service rep, and that doesn't happen very often. And so she goes, okay, so I'm back, and so I have reviewed the situation, and I talked to my head manager. Well, I'm like, oh, well, that'd be cool if I could talk to your head manager. Why don't you guys ever have head managers to talk to? And then I started getting snoopy again. And she goes, so what we're going to do regarding this situation is we're going to escalate. She says the word escalate. I'm like, escalate. back to, you just lost a bunch of points. I'm going to escalate this, and this is going to be something we're going to do. We are going to offer you $6 and something cent. I'm like, no, you're not. Hold on. Stop it right there. I'm like, you're going to offer me how much? And how do you figure the $6? And she goes, well, because this $6 actually, it was already paid to you, as a matter of fact. And I'm like, listen, honey, you've got a different reference number. You have got something else going on in your life that you're worried about, and you are not focusing. Or you're probably talking about another person that you're on the phone with while I was on hold for 20 minutes or something. But this is not pertaining to myself. So that's $6 in some sense. No, this is not what this is regarding my $27 missing payment, because it doesn't ever show that I did the delivery, because you're a person, you know. And she's like, oh okay, let me put you on hold again, and I'm gonna go talk to my manager. At this point I realized that this person had like 4 other people on the line, and she was just tossing us all back and forth like a ping pong table. So I waited. So that fucking song, it was stuck in my head for like, I swear to God, a day. And then it came back, and then she came back on the phone. I'm like, oh my God, thank you, you're back again. I didn't know that you were gonna actually come back. And she was, okay. I do see the text messages that she had sent you, and I agree. She was very, very rude to you, and I sincerely apologize. So we're going to escalate that to the proper department. So if that's one of your main concerns, we're going to make sure that we escalate that to the. I'm like, listen, I don't care what department this goes to. I don't care where she goes. So I don't care anything about Alicia. What I care about is being paid. And you haven't mentioned once to me about what I am bringing to your attention. Yes, I brought to the attention that this chick needs to be fired. Yes, and I hope she does, and I hope you guys do the right thing. But I did not. My main thing is I just want my money, so please just give me my money. This is about an hour and a half into the phone conversation, and then she's like, oh, okay, well, she goes, but I don't show any record of you ever having this delivery. I'm like, at this point, I just felt like saying, are you listening to anything I am saying at all? I mean, are you listening to me? So I had explained it briefly to her again. She goes, oh, okay. Let me talk to my manager and see if I can get you your payment, okay? She comes back on the phone. I just wanted to let you know we reviewed the situation, and we called the restaurant, and we did find this order. The order that you had, the order that was reassigned to you was issued to another dasher. So she issued it to another dasher, even though she knew that the order was already delivered, this Alicia bitch. And so, I'm like, yeah, it was delivered because I delivered it. So the new dasher that came in to get the order was already gone. So the dasher had to turn around. So not only did Alicia screw me over, but she sent another dasher out there when she knew straight up that the food wasn't going to be there. So this Alicia girl, but she better be fucking making bank, because this girl is not very bright and not very nice at all. If you know her, tell her to watch this video, and then give me a shout out at the bottom, please. Okay, no more ice cream for me. I'm cold. I'm freezing. I'm in a tank top. It's a really nice day today, but cold. Okay. So yeah, Alicia, I want to forget that name. Okay, so basically, where was I at? Now I'm just losing my train of thought. Okay, so Alicia, yeah, she could fall off the face of the earth as far as I could care. And so she gets back on the phone. This girl gets back on the phone with me, and she goes, "Okay, so yeah, she found the order, blah blah blah." And she goes, I did verify that the other dasher that came in did not pick up the order, so that means that yes, you did complete the order. And I'm like, whoo, we're making progress, yay. Woo. 2 hours into the phone call now. And she goes, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna issue you half of the amount that we agreed because we feel that's a fair situation. I'm like, oh, no, you're not. Did you just not hear me? I did exactly what you said I was, what to do. I showed up there on time. Well, you know, Alicia made me not. Not only that, but I got it to the customer and I offered to do extra services for the customer so that way he could get his guacamole and his sour cream. And you're going to tell me, for all that, you're going to give me half of this? Where is your manager? Let me talk to that person because I don't think it exists. And on top of that, go talk to her again and tell her I want my $27. Firmly, I said this, very firm. I want my $27, not settling for any less, and I want it now. Because I did everything I was supposed to do is on your guys' end, your guys' glitches, your guys' mean people in the Drive DoorDash center, whatever not. You figure it out. Go put yourself on, put yourself on hold, or put me on hold, go do it. Okay, sir, I'll be right back. At this point, I feel like I'm scaring her. But this is what you got to do to these people just to, like, literally get through to them. You have to, like, be firm with them. It's terrible. Okay, so she comes back on the phone. She goes, okay, well, I talked to my manager. I'm like, okay, you probably are your manager. And yes, I will go ahead and credit your account the $27 and some cents. I'm like, what did you just say? She said, yes, she'll do it. So I got my money 3 hours into a conversation on the phone. And not just that, but it was about, I had to wait about 2.5 weeks. But, you know, normally you'd be waiting a lot longer if you just had been emailing back and forth. So getting on the phone was worth it. The nice lady that I was really rude to because I had to be, she got the job done for me. She was able to verify it. But, you know, the whole point of this is the fact that this lady, Alicia, she went into my account and just deleted it. Like, what kind of business is that? That's like that's so illegal. Like that's like jacking. That's like just as bad as people that are getting jacked or scammed out of their money. Like she just wiped it out and I mean, I'm beside myself because I don't know where that money goes when people do that, or when they can just like press a button in their little tech system and all of a sudden you lose your money, and you sometimes if it's minimal, maybe you'll never know. So that being said, this is a DoorDash Drive experience. I haven't had anything like this happen on a normal experience because those ones are only like $6.50 anyways, because that's all the money that they come out of. That DoorDash cheap. So I mean, but the Drive orders are the ones that are more expensive, that they come out of pocket a little more on, so they're going to be a little more snitchy about it, stitchy, just for fucking whatever. I think I got all I needed to get out for this video. It was a long one, you guys, but hey, it's been really good to see you guys again. Please like, subscribe, ring that bell. I'm going to be actually coming up with some more videos and some other ideas and things that I have been working on. I'm still very active in a campaign that we're working on right now with Working Washington. Remember, I volunteer my time for gig workers to make, to improve better wages, just a better experience all around for gig workers, especially DoorDash workers, because DoorDash is one of the, I think, main companies that's getting away with a lot of this crap, and it won't be for long. I mean, like I said, it will come down. It will come down for sure. The only reason why Grubhub is #2 and you're #1 now is because you're stealing our tips, DoorDash. Stop doing that. Because I also work for Postmates as well, and I did kind of a comparison. I'll make another video about this, but Okay, Postmates. Okay, tips. They show you your tips that you make. Not, yeah, sometimes it doesn't reflect until later on, but they actually show what the customer tipped. And I guarantee, okay, most of the tips that you get, average, okay, are average with them anywhere from $4, okay, probably to about $7. You know, that's an average tip if you're dealing in like a higher end area. Sometimes you'll get like a way big tip, you know, and it shows. And so not only that, but like so most of your orders that you're driving for on Postmates, you have literally, like, it's like every order you're getting paid at least around like $9-10. Okay, every order. But DoorDash is and you don't have to go that as far. But DoorDash is like $6.50, $6.50, $6.50, $6.50. So if my question is this, DoorDash, why are all these orders only $6.50, and in Postmates the people tip, or the customers tip quite well? Why are they not tipping quite well with you? And why are we not showing that kind of money? So there is something going on, and once they do their full investigation, because they are being investigated, they will find it out. But it's business is bad. You know, you might be #1 right now, but not for long, because I'm back and I'm gonna keep making videos, and my videos are going to really eventually shut you guys down. Well, at least I hope so. You guys, it's been great. Oh, by the way, the Pay Up camp. Okay, so our campaign is Pay Up, basically. So hashtag Pay Up. Look it up. Working Washington. We need people that are on the same kind of, you know, understanding of us and understand this, and understand what they're doing. I need leaders right now that would help me. It doesn't need to necessarily be in Washington. It can be anywhere, because we're going to do this. We're doing this nationwide. But we are going to force these companies to pay us a minimum guaranteed amount. Like like say $15, but that's not including the expenses. So that's on top of expenses that you put into your car. So they can't try to figure that in. That's not going to happen. Another thing is the transparency is going to be something that we're doing, so so we can know what we're getting paid and how we're getting paid, and how much you're stealing from us, and you know, it's that transparency is going to be a great one. There's like these things. So if you guys want to literally campaign with me, you know, and you know, definitely help me out and get together. I'm going to be hosting some meetings, you know, occasionally here and there in the Seattle Everett area. So I will be posting them in my links and in my Facebook group, DoorDashers Rise Above. So if you're not a member in the group, join the group. And I think that is about it. I think I covered everything. If you're interested in filling out the short survey, I will leave the survey link also below, where you can go to the Pay Up campaign, and you'll be able to yeah, answer the questions. And we just need a general idea of what you're going through. So I know this has been a long process, but it's going to be a long process. It's not going to be something that's happening overnight, and DoorDash will pay eventually. I promise you. So let's make them pay up. All right, guys. Bye. Drive safe and have fun dashing, and go to Baskin & Robbins. It's really good.